What for?
God damn it again, Tucker!
Tucker's running a story. He's doing a campaign. It'll suck, but we're gonna pretend it's good.
Do I have to
Dibs
do
on
the thing
beat.
again?
Dibs on being a member of the hot dog cartel.
Dude, if you're a member of the hot dog cartel, we will be allies, but secretly... Wait, we'll secretly be allies, but publicly be enemies.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will throw my falafel at you!
So what's your guys' name? A hot dog cartel. What's a hot dog? Oh, good point. We're the Flamin' Canines.
That's right.
We'll destroy you flamboyantly.
Okay, here we go. Welcome back, you two, to another session where something might actually happen, but doesn't. Tonight we have with us Kurtal. He's really not that important. We also have John. He whines incessantly. Also have Kyle. He's a pussy.
Hi.
Woo!
And we have Tucker, the numbnut.
Don't you forget it.
Okay.
I'm
like how
still loading
Necro is
into
Kurtal.
the game. I've given up all hopes of Uncle ever remembering my name correctly, so the fact that he acknowledges me at all is enough.
Yeah.
What? Necrojet specific?
In general.
Juan.
Anyway, I'm still loading into the game, so my roll is going to have to take a minute.
Oh my god, it's gonna be another hour.
Probably.
I thought you preload this stuff.
I normally
wanted
do,
to
but when I
own-
get summoned to go do stuff, it's like, oh, I'll be back in a few minutes, like 4 hours later.
See, if he's not there to spin the wheel, the electricity goes out. And he can't let it run and load while he's gone. So,
No, but I am in charge of the Wi-Fi here.
okay.
So, last time.
Yes. Who's the fake? Hold on, wait a minute. Who's the fake keeper?
Not me.
That's why I said so last time.
Okay, Kyle.
So, last time, Ilaria was flying through the air.
Kyle, wait. What are you doing?
Oh shit, it's not me anymore. Suck it, Tucker.
No, it's you.
Oh no.
Oh, is it me?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I
You're
thought we
number
swapped
3.
it, Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we swapped it to Timekeeper does the summary.
No.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, is that what you
Well-
were doing?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't tell you to do it.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright, Kyle, can you give me a summary?
I sure can, Uncle.
Alright, go ahead.
You read my fucking mind.
So, last time, Ilaria was flying through the air on her eagle, majestically, like a blimp, being piloted by a whale. And she saw Harpo and Kethix and Bowser all just chilling on the eastern coast of Leriel. Coast, by the way, in this case has nothing to do with water. It's just the border of the country. So she flew down there and started talking to them, and Harpo invaded, and Ilaria tried very hard to convince him to not to, but he did it anyways. No one died. The lord of that region was eventually returned, and armies were mobilized. Harpo became the one who knocks. It started with a G. Or not. I'm not sure. The only lord I recognize is Lord Gundabad, clearly. So that didn't work out great for her. But Harpo got a whole bunch of people angry at him, which got him to be invaded. Faust. There you go. That's close to G. Right next to it in the alphabet. Keep an eye on that guy. He may secretly make a journey to hell. Next up, Kurtal, Sollyn, and Ilaria all met the Drow, who is now a Sagus of Alchemy at the Lyceum. She somehow knew Sollyn, and Sollyn took some time figuring out how that happened. Everyone got a silver commendation. Her name was Obrith. I know her name. She's in my notes. Everyone got a silver commendation from Zodia's Vein for being a good kid and whatever. Rolun
So-
met with somebody who may have been a vampire, may have just been an elf. For being PCs, yes. That's why I said good kid, PC. And Rolun went to go convince Athul to stop fighting with the Golden Panther, and we cut off when he was told he had to gather X number of letters and proofs supporting that they should stop being in combat with them and go fight Harpo / the Golden Citadel.
Fucking assumptions that Harper was behind it is great.
That Harpo was behind what?
Any of it?
All of it.
Harpo told him through a messenger to go do that.
Yes. Yeah, sort of. More to fight this threat than to fight Harper, but yes.
Well, yeah, but Harpo's also like, if I have to go to war of Olivar, and I will, I am the one who knocks.
That's true. He did say that, basically.
And then I believe that Ilaria did some research. Yeah, at least Hinox. Talking to, I believe it was Harpo. And through talking to Harpo, she found out who the other demon lords were, who the last one was, working to raise Xabanyip, who I think is still technically Rovagug. Did we ever clear that up?
All we learned about that was... Am I muted? No, I'm not, okay.
You're not.
Is that he was described as the world's punishment for Rovagug. That's what we were told, that's all we know.
What are you talking about, Uncle? The session summary didn't even mention the fact that what's-her-face, who went to go visit Rolun on the Athulan Tranquility, was possibly a vampire. That was all Roland's terrified miasma of thinking.
What do I think was
I just
vampire?
can't,
Oh yeah. Oh, vampire.
I just can't remember from 30 sessions back when we were playing as when I was playing as Aridin whether or not Xabanyip was in fact Rovagug.
No. But he's tied to him for certain.
Okay.
Vampire.
In any case, we all convinced Kurtal to put blood on the new magic stick that he got from Namwin on his death, and that ended up poorly because he did it in the middle of the library with a bunch of students nearby, and summoned, I think it was an Aeon, who had like black and white stripes and was basically a big mouth with hands, and started choking the shit out of him. Yeah, Namwin's last attempt to kill Kurtal. Sollyn, Rolun, and Katrina went to go buy slaves. Sollyn bought a bunch of them, and they all sent them around the east, I want to say, of Harn, maybe the north, to arrive somewhere up north in a little bay, and then walk the rest of the way to Leriel. I think Katrina said she would arrange to have them ship there on a cart or something to their various domains, and Sollyn helped pitch in for that. And then all hell broke loose, quite literally, on the material plane, as a world wound was opened. The denizens of the Abyss started swarming at Ilaria and the other mages, along with drow, driders. There was an army of something else, I can't remember what it was.
Aberrations.
Aberrations, yeah. And there were also giants that we weren't really sure what they were. Our house managed to not fall down, as this unspeakable horror just summoned into the world and then marched down towards Ilaria. And then, all of a sudden, all of the sagesses and above, it wasn't sagesses, it was all of the exarchs and above, just flat out disappeared.
Exarchs are sagesses and maguses.
Yeah, but they're two different styles of ranking, I think.
Was it Arch-Exarchs or Exarchs, Uncle?
Exarchs.
Yeah.
So Exarchs and above, so maguses and saguses and up.
But I think you can be a Sagus without being an Exarch, right?
No, Exarch is Magus and Sagas.
Yep.
Okay. My bad then.
Yeah, a lot of people are gone.
Yeah, pretty much everyone.
Yeah, most of the named NPCs.
Not all Exarchs, but almost all of them, yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. You can be an Arcanist, right? I think. I don't remember.
So was it
Arctis
Sagus and
is
above,
Cyclops.
or Magus and above, or is it all Exarchs and above, or most Exarchs and above even?
Most Exarchs. I
Most
think.
Exarchs.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's where we left off, I believe. The Lyceum army was beginning to panic. Sollyn probably still hasn't realized anything's happened since he's at the Lyceum. Although if Albereth is gone, if his alchemy teacher is gone, he may start to realize. Along with the fact that Walon's gone too, he may have reason to celebrate. We have terrible news, Sollyn. Walon's gone missing. Oh, no.
Thank the fucking makers.
All right. Thank you for that wonderful recap, Kyle. Loving it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay. Oh, fuck it up. Alrighty. So that's where we left off. Alright, now, before we continue from that point, we got to backtrack just a little bit to before the end of Neth. Near the beginning of Neth, or the mid of Neth, I imagine, when Roly-de-Poly decides to do something with all the work he was doing with Uthul. What the fuck does Roly-Poly decide to do? Go.
He decides that he needs to think of someone else to talk to.
Hey, we'll
If
come back
only
to
he'd
you in
had
an
some
hour.
time to do this.
What about a Reynolds? What about Reynolds?
Ronald would be a good person to back you if you can get his support.
I mean, he's a good friend of yours.
What
friend
evidence
is a
do you
strong
have
word.
so far? What do you got?
Evidence have thus far. Okay. Well, I've got a written thing from Nathaniel saying that he's good. He supports Uthul, or he supports Uthul. Operate hostile towards the Golden Panther and moving their focus. He also put forth a written ceasefire. No, non-aggression pact. That's what it's called. Non-aggression pact with his part of Turnuhith, which is the most important part now, evidently. So that's good. And then a whole lot of stuff, including weapons and beholder bits, and military intelligence from Louis, as well as Louis putting in a letter that he supports Uthul shifting focus.
Okay.
That's it. That's 4 out of 5.
All right.
You have the stuff from me too. Remember, don't forget about that.
Oh, I have it written down.
Okay, making sure.
All right. And he's going to try for something else?
I've got to do one more person. I'll try Reynolds, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you need someone high up, and that's few and far between the Lyceum right now.
All right. So you go to have a chat with Reynold. Boom. Let's see.
Oh, I see Walon. You didn't make. Oh, I see Bug Eyes too.
La da 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 da. La da da. All right, Rolinada. Get on in there now. You walk down into the lower bowels of Eclipsia. Somewhere there was a rumbling sound. You open the door. There's cobwebs everywhere. Pale light flickers across the old worn stones. Before you is the bony silhouette of a draconic skeleton. And to the left and right are doorways. In the middle is a giant ass spider. It goes, howdy. What do you do?
Go to where Reynolds always at.
I'll let you guys control Mum Ra. Mum Ra
No, stop it. Stop
Mum
it.
Ra has epilepsy.
I can't roll it when he's on top of Mumra. Okay, good. Fucking move him over. No, stop move him over there. God damn it.
Guys.
Mum Ra's breaking down with the fucking dance. Let's have it, Mum Ra. Dun 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 dun.
Son of a bitch.
Just leave him so we can fucking see, dude. Like, you don't have to fucking throw him around all the time. Just leave him.
Dodge mages.
Reynold. Let me try that again.
Nice.
Real smooth.
Reynold leans back. He's got white powder all under his nose. He's just kind of got bloodshot eyes. He's just like, Reynold. Yeah. No. And he'll look up. Rolun. What can I do for you?
Something rather... I need to ask something of you. Something rather important. Do you mind if I sit?
No, of course not. That's why there's chairs there.
I can't move him. Okay. I was asked by a friend who is quite knowledgeable in politics at the moment to try and focus the war machine of Thule north, away from the Panther. And I was wondering if you agreed in sentiments that that is a good idea.
Why would you be concerned with that?
The threat north grows frighteningly nearer every day. A cabal sister of mine has been sent off there. In fact, I was up there not a week ago. It's bad, Reynolds. It's very. I'm sure you know.
Yes, I know. You guys have yet to decorate.
Well, hopefully we can, if we can help. If we can help it, especially if the pool helps take off some of the pressure.
And you think Athul should travel north and join this battle?
I do. I believe that the war machine of Athul is a mighty thing, and it is wasted where it is right now. They lose herald mages every day for nothing. They gain nothing, and they lose much. I see no reason for them to not try and be productive. And from what I hear of a senator that I know from my many years there, some of them feel the same.
I agree with you. I think that would probably be wiser and better for everyone. What does that have to do with us?
I apologize. What do you mean by us? Myself and you?
The Lyceum.
Oh.
those avowed to remain neutral in all things political.
It is opinions, I see, not direct movements or orders or anything, but words and advice. Assurances that changing their course is not folly.
And you've come to me for a personal opinion that Athul should change its strategy.
He'd nod.
Do you believe this is appropriate for you, Rolun, to be doing?
In the grand scheme of things, no. But I feel it is necessary, and as well, I owe it to the person that asked me to do it.
Do you have any wizards? Or, sorry. Do you have any wizards? Do you have any enemies in the Lyceum?
Personal? No. But between my cabal and someone else had it, I suppose.
Ah. They're no longer in the Lyceum.
I didn't hear what he said. What?
They're no longer in the Lyceum.
Oh. Then, even in terms of my cabal as a whole, I do not believe so. I try not to be confrontational when I can help it.
If I write this opinion, what will you do with it?
Bring it to insert center name here, because I don't remember. His name was like Tempest Sistininus or something.
Augustus Maximus Conflagris.
Okay.
Spartacus.
I will send it.
Duodenal.
I will send it to a senator that my family has corresponded with for many years. One Augustus, Senator Augustus, and he will take it. He will bring it to the Oversenate there, and he will produce it and give it to them as evidence that very important people in the world of Harn believe that this is a threat that the whole world should unite to try and fight.
Diplomacy roll. Do you wish to leverage your rep with the dude?
No.
Okay. Have at it there, Charlie.
I'm trying. It's being slow as hell.
Come on, Charlie.
No, I didn't even click the token. I went to my sheet.
Come
Okay.
on, Charlie.
Shit.
It's not terrible.
No, it's not enough.
Rolun, I do not believe that it is our place to meddle in the politics of other nations. I do not feel it's appropriate as a professor of the Lyceum for me to write such a letter.
He died.
Since it does not pertain to anything occult or arcane, I do not see I have any voice in this matter.
I understand.
Do you?
Other than sheer authority, no. I agree. And with what you say.
Well then. I understand your want to help those in Athul. I also understand your want to help your interests in the north But the Lyceum is not a tool for political expedience. Good day, sir!
Okay. Yeah, it's a stretch.
Good try. Next time, roll better.
Maybe mention more about
what
the
was like the 8.
Black Citadel.
Or
Instead of just saying the North.
you could have countered something he said, or tried to come back, or,
Shot him in
Leverage
the
your
goddamn
rep.
face.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, if I would have leveraged it, it would have been over 15, but I still don't think the 15 would have done it.
Next.
All right, what are you going to do next there, Roly Poly? That's 1 week gone. You got 1 week left. Took you a whole week to speak to him.
Jesus.
It's so funny.
Fucking Christ.
No one ever visits him, but
It's a long
God,
waiting
it's-
list. Nobody's on the list. He just doesn't check it often.
Ulan or
okay. Did Ilaria tell me
No.
about what Harpo did in Neuron?
What did Harpo
you mean
do
in
in Neuron?
Neuron? I don't know. Well, yeah, I told you that he went through Neuron and that the Dothadar are dead. Harpo didn't tell her about if there was an attack. We don't really know from that
Yeah, no,
information we got.
I know.
All Harpo told her was, hey, I went through Neuron and killed the Dothadar.
Yeah, I know.
That's all it said.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I told you guys when we had our big meeting.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, then. Can I see the map?
Sure.
Thank you.
Should... No, hold on.
What do you need that for? You can just find someone else to talk to, or whatever. You
No,
do you.
I am.
Okay, I just don't know why you need the map to do that.
No, I know. It's funny, but. That's a stretch. Is that a stretch? I think that's a stretch. Is that a stretch?
What's a stretch?
How far is that?
Doesn't matter, you can teleport.
It's a stretch. No, I know. No, that's not what I mean. You know what? He's gonna go with what he has. He's gonna go with what he has.
Really? Alright, you're going to go a week early? So that's going to give you... Alright.
Cool, and that's a good idea, so they have time to move people.
There you
Yeah.
go. Sharon, you go to Sharon, you talk to Senator Augustus Broadus Speculus. And then you give him your evidence that you've collected. He's like, excellent. This is great work, Rolun. You could not have done better, even though you could have.
I mean, Rolun couldn't have done better.
Not much better. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
Rolun did pretty fucking great.
Yeah. Okay. And he asks you. He said he will send out a runner immediately for an emergency session of the emergency session. People.
Okay.
Do you want to address them directly, or do you want him to do it?
He'll be there. But he's gonna let the politics go where they go. It's only 11, even with the book.
Are you going to address them directly, or do you wish him to do it?
Oh.
Alrighty.
If they ask him something directly, he'll speak, but he's not gonna get up there and start narrating.
Okay. He takes you to a wonderful little building. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a state building or anything. It's somebody's house, probably. And they go into the back where there's a nice little, I don't know, garden area. They're all just sitting around, lounging, relaxing. And there's 3 or 4 proctors and like 2 senators. The guy, Augustus Speculus, presents his case, and he presents your evidence. Yeah, of course. Okay. You brought in 4 out of the 5 thingamajiggers.
Yes. I'm hoping at the 5th one will be taken up by the thing about the Herald Mages. That's what I'm hoping. Don't forget the Herald Mages thing. That's important.
He's going to make the first check.
Please don't fuck up. You're a senator for a living. Your charisma can't be that bad.
There are 3 possible results. 1 has a DC of 20. 1 has a DC of 24. 1 has a DC of 28. The first tier, 3 tiers of DCs. The first tier is they will agree, and each tier is how rapid they will respond.
Okay.
Where if you get to the 3rd tier, DC 28, they will agree to immediately. They believe it's an emergency reaction. Okay. He presents your first piece of evidence on your behalf. He has 0 diplomacy.
How does he have 0 diplomacy?
You should have checked!
He's a senator!
He just gets blown by little boys all day. That's all he does.
Oh my god.
They were impressed with the first piece of information. He presents the second piece.
They're twice as impressed.
They're twice as impressed. They're like, hey, you got some information here. He presents the third piece. Oh, this is good information, Senator Speculus.
Oh my fucking god.
But we're not gonna, just we're not gonna change everything just because some dwarfy says so. The fourth piece of evidence. You had 4 tries, motherfucker. And the proctors are not convinced. If I am going to go to my master and tell him, hey, stop pillaging and getting all this loot from all the wonderful Thardan cities, go to the mountains where there is no riches and sit there and freeze your ass off all year. And die in the process. I'm going to need a little bit better convincing than what you have presented. Good day, sir. If you had given the 5th piece, we were just going to see what would have been the result. Okay, but you didn't, bitch face. Alrighty. Unfortunately, the senator session does not go as glorious as you would have expected. The senator tries to convince them. Unfortunately, his best efforts did not seem to
are shitty.
Yeah. If you had spoken to them directly, it probably would have been worse. So you can console yourself with you've done everything you possibly can, and you've given up too much profit to worry about this anymore. Okay.
Jesus. What do you mean? If I would have got up there, my diplomacy is like 6.
Yeah, it really was.
Well, the DC probably went higher because they're like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, you're
instantly DC goes up by 5 or 10.
Really in a diplomacy check.
John, that still ends up being a +1 net gain.
So.
It's true.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, you did not convince them. When you leave the session, Senator Speculus is extremely upset. Rolun, what shall we do?
Specialists. The only other thing I can think of would be to go to a general. But I don't think they would be anywhere near here, would they?
I could travel to Kuranin and try to speak to them directly there. Would you like me to do that? I'm Irish all of a sudden. Would you like me to do that for you?
Would Rolun have ever been to Kuranin?
Fuck no. I don't know, have you?
Yes,
Probably
you
not.
have.
I don't know.
I mean, it's in a Thule.
Has he?
Yes. When or I think so. When you went with Katrina, did y'all go through?
I don't think so.
Did y'all go by bite or boat? No, on the way back you didn't go by boat. You went back through Garanon. You rode back.
Well, if you want to say you have been there, I'll say you've been there. Sure, fuck it. Odds of you
Yeah,
having been
definitely. I
there
remember.
at some point in your life is probably high.
Yeah, you spent 50 some odd years in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the fucking capital.
You fancy yourself a noble.
Your family's noble, and they make the coin for the capital.
Okay.
Never been there.
So it's safe to assume yes then. Okay.
Assume nothing.
Well,
It's true.
I mean, Rolun can teleport him if he. If Rolun thinks it's important. Yes. Yes.
All right.
But is it 300 gold important?
Yes.
All right.
Kyle. It's 300 gold important.
You teleport
I mean, the
him.
entire continent. Yeah, 300
You
gold.
teleport him to the mighty city of Kuranin. The senator is extremely impressed with your accuracy. 1 die 100, please, Fate Keeper.
Well, it's
Is
not
he
me this time.
impressed?
It's good.
Good luck.
Fate Keeper.
Good.
More than meets the eye. Oh, by the way, did the last time Keeper update to shit?
If it was me, yes.
I'm checking now.
Was it John? I don't
It
think
wasn't
it was.
me.
Oh no, it was Necro.
Necro.
I think he did.
We didn't fucking update it then.
I think Necro did. Necro said he did like last week.
Yeah, I updated it while we were in session, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like 2 hours after the session, he was like, okay, time things updated.
I'm gonna
Or
trust
maybe the
you
next day.
and not check it. I'm gonna assume it's correct. All right.
Check it later anyway.
You guys arrive in Kuranin, where Senator Augustus Broadus Speculus goes and presents himself to the real Congress, Senate.
The people who actually control the army.
Yeah.
People that do stuff.
Not the proctors. Fuck them.
Yeah.
And you spend the next week there.
Takes a week.
Yes, you got to go from villa to villa, all around Kuranin. And after seeing much pompousness and much fellatio, you manage to speak to about half a dozen senators.
Mm-hmm.
And
You mean generals?
no, senators. Generals don't have shit.
Okay.
And you present your 4 pieces of evidence.
Please don't roll like shit this time.
You get advantage on this roll, but you only get 1 roll. All right.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
You convinced 1.
Oh.
2,
Is that
3.
3? One's really convinced, another was really, really
4.
convinced.
How many did I say, senators? A half dozen?
Yeah. He's close.
Okay.
That's 5 out of 6. Fuck 'em. We're good.
Yeah, and the 6th one's like, you have
He's
good information.
there.
And he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, they're going to have to travel in to Kuranin and arrange that to have their meeting It's a long travel from their villas. It takes a while when you're being carried on slave back. And so you're going to have to wait a couple days. A couple days later, they get there. They have a meeting with their Senate.
Mm-hmm.
They say, Rolun, stout coin.
His eyes twitch a little bit, but yeah, he's
has presented evidence of a new threat to Athul. And I tell you now, fellow senators, that whether it is true or not, it does not matter. There is wealth to the north. Let us raid and pillage.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Get him in the area.
That's all that matters.
And they're like, yes, but will people think we are warmongers? Of course not, for the great Rolun stout coin has brought us evidence that will justify our aggressive posture and our incessant raping. In fact, he brought us 4 pieces of evidence. Here he is now to present them. Rolun stout coin. Speak to the Senate. Will save, not to piss your pants.
We'll see. He's good.
All right. You do not piss your pants. Present your evidence.
Okay. Senators. Normally, it would be my father here. He's trying to be funny. That's why I'm laughing. Normally, my father would be here in my stead, but it is my turn to speak. The war in the north rages. The Black Citadel is rising. Drow are coming up. And the world is being turned on its head. At that point, he would take out the ice dots. Like, behold. Except not stream behold. These.
What is that? Is that some sort of pasta?
Jesus Christ. No. These are from a creature from far below called a beholder. They can, in fact, turn you into a statue.
It looks like manicotti.
I assure you it's not. And he'd let them all, like, look at them and pass them around and shit, like, and just listen to them go, ew.
Oh, it's disgusting! He takes it, just slaps it on the ground, the eyeball bursts, and fucking vitriol goes everywhere.
And then he turns into a statue.
No.
That is not all. I have here. Let's see. And he'd rummage through the bag. Is there like a table in the middle of this that he didn't just like set this shit on?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well then, he just put it on the floor. Some like some breastplates and some weapons, maybe a spear or two, and a shield. These are weapons that the Drow use from far down below. These are of special material that is not found up here. And then he let them all feel them, just so they probably never held a weapon in their life, but, you know, that's not the point.
What type of material is this? It seems brittle. This would not hold up to war. It is elven crap.
If you would not mind, Senators, if we could snuff the lights for a bit.
You snuff them.
All right. He'd just go over them, lick his fingers, and just all the candles.
You lick your fingers and you put out the braziers. Go ahead.
Oh, God, the braziers. Oh, I thought they were like... Oh. Well, then he just asked whoever lit them, just put a little cover on them and make it dark. And then let the weapons get hard.
Damn it.
No, I don't finger the brazier. God's sake.
I can just see Rolun go up there just playing the cool cat. He licks his fingers and just fucking tries to pinch off the braziers. Okay. All right, yeah. They pull out the little dousing pans and douse them. Go ahead.
Okay. And then the weapons get hard, and then they'd be like, ugh! And then, see. Now you understand.
Interesting. So they have made something that is only functional half the time. Not impressed.
Anyway, I also have here encampment plans that our military is using to ward off these attacks.
Whose military?
The Lyceums.
The Lyceum's army is outside the island.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, if they start marching forward, they're going to find out anyway. Fending off the attacks, yes. We are not quarreling with anyone else.
Who are they collaborating with?
Ourselves. No one else.
Whose country are they in?
That's why we have the map, boys. Yeah, Leriel. On the border of Nethella and Leriel. In the Rhaetian Mountains, in fact. That would be the Rhaetian Mountains, wouldn't it? Because it goes that way.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rhaetian Mountains.
So whose country?
Nethella, I suppose. Would it be Nethella? I think. Yeah, he'd say Nethella probably.
So the wizards are in Nutella. Ah, interesting.
Fending off an incursion. I hardly believe that.
Who are they invading? There is nothing there but barbarians.
We are senators, and we have ignored every bit of information you have given us to this point.
Okay. Let's see. What else is it? Okay.
Just for clarification, is Rolun stopping and talking to himself out loud?
No, I'm
Okay.
trying. What specifically did Ilaria give him?
It's okay. No, you did. No,
No, you're
to
not.
make it sure. It's transcripts of most of the information we found up to this point. The thing we got from Cabal 2, where it's like Xabanyip is rising, all the stuff that talks about them raising a dead god, all the transcripts of the interrogations we've done, all the transcripts of the interrogations Ilaria has done by herself. The actions our Cabal has taken in vague outline, like we went here, then this happened, sort of thing.
Okay.
Talks about how Leriel was attacked. Talks about how it does have a little bit about how the Drow have been infiltrating different cities, and talks about each of them. Talks about how they're raising naturalized demons inside people, and on her map that she would have given you, it has all the spots marked that they were doing that. Like, it's basically all the information we have,
Okay.
without anything that's like, yo, we did this thing that you may not like, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Just vague on the details of our Cabal, but not vague on what they were doing.
Okay. Well, he just lets them just read it and look around, and he'd wait till they all read it. Read all the reports, read the maps, all that good stuff.
Okay. They all read through all that information.
Okay, good.
So, the wizards are working with our ball then.
We had a mission there to stamp out Drow incursions. You can read it yourselves.
I've read it.
We are not doing this, sirs, senators. to try and get anyone's favor. We are doing this because if we do not, the Underdark is going to rule hard, from top to bottom.
The last time those little earth diggers came up here, we chased them back down. We are not afraid of cowards that hide in the dark.
If you are not afraid, then you ought to try.
Nor are we afraid of the cowards in the mountains.
Then why not go and stamp them out now? You lose Herald mages all the time.
What benefit to Arthur would this be?
First, you would stop losing forces for no gain at the moment against the Golden Panther. I apologize if that comes across as terse. Did the senator mention them having visions and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Just as well. If Arthur goes northward and stamps out these pests, they will look like heroes after everything is done because you spearheaded the charge northward. More than anyone else, before anyone else.
And where are we expected to go? Are you saying that the Rhaetians are going to allow our armies to march inside their borders?
Rolun doesn't think that the Rhaetians would like that, does he?
Not one bit.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Yes, John, stop.
Trying to help you out here, man. Like,
I don't. Suffice to say that you would be free to move through Taldor, northward. Absolutely.
And you are certain of this?
He'd nod. Absolutely.
Of course they are. We all know the wizards are in league with the Wizard King.
We are not, I can assure you.
Then how can you be certain of what the Wizard King would allow?
Because he asked me to ask you to move your forces.
Are you saying that this is his request?
No. Oh, I'm losing it here.
The senator, Augustus Speculus, scoots a little slower in his seat. He's trying to hide under the table.
Yeah.
He gives you that look like, it's not so easy, is it, bitch?
Oh, it's not.
Alright, go continue. You're doing excellent. Good job.
Okay. He has
You have much audacity, sir, to come to the Senate of Athul, the greatest empire in all of Harn, and be an agent of the Wizard King. Well, we should humble you here and now.
I am not, I can assure you. He has simply given me
You're not what?
I am not an agent. I do not serve him.
He is not humble, we know that.
I apologize for any misgivings or insultations I have given any of you at the moment.
Diplomacy check to stop the rolling slander that suddenly rises.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. You get slapped around like a little bitch for about 30 seconds, but you manage to finally settle them down and let you get control of the conversation again. Continue.
Okay, so before that started, okay, so suffice to say that, okay, never mind, nothing suffice. So, again, you will be free to move all your forces through Taldor to this threat, the rising Black City. That should solve any transportation misgivings through Asia, because you will simply be able to avoid it. Correct?
Yes, that would. Assuming that the Wizard King does not betray us. We do not have to worry about that. Rolun Stoutcoin is a very important member of Ithul. And if his word were broken, if his word were deception to us, Senate, well, all of his family's holdings and his family would be forfeit. He knows this.
Indeed I do. Indeed they do. Okay. Secondly, I bring a letter, a non-aggression pact from Nathaniel. No, what's his name? What's his name? In just, I know hers is Catteray. What's his? I don't remember.
I think it's Nefertum, something like that.
I don't remember.
Wisdom check.
I don't remember. I've tried. Hang on.
Just remember, if you fail, you don't. Son of a bitch.
No, I just thought I don't remember. I'm not going to remember.
All right. You're lucky. If you rolled under 15 and you just permanently forgot, that would have been funny.
Yeah, I know.
You know who sent me? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, Nathaniel Hart. He is Nefertum Horta.
Nefertum. Okay.
Nefertum. Caliph Nefertum.
Okay.
Or a Malik, actually, now.
He's still the Archmagus, technically. Still, isn't he?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay. Archmagus and Caliph.
Malik.
Sure, that's Malik. Okay, you fucker. Malik of Ashur, in turn of Heth, Nathaniel Hart has given me this to give to you. And then he'd give him the non-aggression pet.
There, take it and read it.
As
You're working with Tornuheth as well. You seem to have connections with everybody.
His daughter is my wife.
Well, they seem to just take that.
Well, because it's true.
It's like, okay.
Apparently they forget that.
Okay, they'll read through that. Do you have anything else you want to present? Last chance. Go. Hurry. Actually,
That's all four things.
all right.
Do you not ever mention about the fucking dead god they're trying to raise? Like you
It's in the notes.
constantly forget.
It's in the notes.
Okay.
What's in the notes?
The dead god.
Which note?
All the ones that Laurie gave him.
Still, it's nice to just say it out loud, so like they wouldn't read all the shit. It would take an entire fucking day to read
Are
through
you
it.
saying that the notes about Falcon's Hollow is going to tell them about the dead god rising?
It's not only about Falcon's Hollow. It's about the entire campaign that has to do with this.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Rolun,
Yes.
you get to make a diplomacy check at a -10
Yeah.
with a +8 because of your material.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
All right. Good job. After a very long session, you leave Several of the centers seemed open to your idea. Roughly about half. The other half seemed very suspicious of you.
Personally?
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of them just came out and said he's too short to be trusted. So. And you don't find out till 2 days later that your work was successful.
Yes!
That they have agreed to break down and relocate several legions, in fact 3 legions, to the east. They're leaving some there, but they are, at least they tell you that they're not going to aggress against the Golden Panther anymore.
Oh my god. Okay, good.
They also will send somebody to negotiate the non-aggression thing with Nefertum. Okay.
Okay. Good. And then he'd go back to...
Congratulations, Rolun.
Good job, man.
Worked.
You finally got it done.
Okay. And then lastly, he'd go back to Lyceum and... Oh god, this just shit at me. Have them... That's more ominous than heroic. He'd send a letter back to Harpo and say everything went well.
How does he send it?
Come back to me.
All right.
Paper airplane.
Postcross. Here it is. Yeah.
All right. Good thing is that you finished all this by the end of the second week of Nethus. Whatever. Okay. Unfortunately, that didn't give them a lot of time, but it did give them a chance to actually put their armies in motion when shit hit the fan. Of course, they're not in the region when shit hits the fan, but they are in motion, which is good enough.
Yeah, I mean,
They got a head start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, man.
Good job.
389.
You may have just saved some lives.
And killed some others.
Yeah.
Does this count as a safe? Does Xabanyip count as a safe area?
Does Xabanyip what?
Kind of safe.
Does the Xabanyip count as a safe area
What do you mean safe area?
for carrier familiar?
Oh,
Oh, Matt's 200 miles. Never mind. Can't even do that.
Yep.
I want to just get Katrina to do sending or something.
If only you had a wife who could fucking message people from across the goddamn globe.
Remember when we worked her to the bone to teleport because John picked his
Alright.
bad schools like an idiot? I remember.
Remember when you can't contact Harpo?
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I got sassy on your behalf, Rolun, because I know that you were never going to get there.
Actually, if only you had a bag full of fucking magical items for the only purpose of contacting Harpo.
Yeah. But it might also summon a demon, so you may not want to do that.
Well, listen. That's for an emergency. This is an emergency. This is just me wanting to save money. I did it for...
That's an emergency to a dwarf.
Trying to save. That's funny.
Okay, so I'll just have to do magic medicine. 1 gold. So 8.
All right, you can figure that out. Okay, so everything else then comes to a head. The fiend pit opens. Shit hits the fan. The Exarchs withdraw, or most of them do. And Ilaria, you're flying ahead, scouting ahead. And that is when you see that 60-foot monstrosity marching towards the front lines. stepping over trees as if they were steps. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I think this is Xabanyip, or if this is just a fledgling, like, demon lord?
Sure.
What would that be?
Well, planar check.
Okay. It has tentacles like the picture did, so that's what I'm basing it off of.
Oh. You think it could be some type of demonic behemoth or abomination or demon lord or something? You also believe that it is possible it could actually be some type of demon lord. You do not roll high enough to identify it accurately, though.
Yeah. Well, the picture we had tentacles from its face. This has tentacles from his face. That's close. That's probably what I'll just roll with.
Okay. All right. Shit is hitting the fan there. Show you the battle map, the front lines.
Oh, it's still white.
It's still white, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, with battle maps, you kind of have to fucking do that, or it takes literally minutes.
You just have your shitty like grass texture. Like, do you like?
Nah, fuck that.
You know, if you did that and you moved all this stuff, dude, it would literally
This
take
mountain is
minutes.
green. There's no grass here.
That's right.
Exactly. There's no grass here.
This is a snowy fucking Alp. Just let it alone. Okay. So, this is, remember, one section of the demonic horde pouring forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're coming towards you. Necro, what do you do?
Be very
Necro.
impressed since I'm not there.
Alright, just making sure you're still alive.
Just because I'm not saying anything over the mic doesn't mean I'm not saying anything.
Alright. So they march forth, all the Exarchs teleport away. An ass raping is about to commence. Ilaria scouting ahead with Soper. It's not long after you recognize that bad motherfucker in Skype that you also know something else coming from the west, from the mountains. Shapes flying in the air, coming towards you. Large shapes. They be dragons. And there's a dozen of them. Dahern immediately has you guys turn tail and fly the fuck back. Dragons really had nothing to do with it. The god had all of it.
Yeah. 37 to see what kind of dragons those are coming.
They're dark dragons.
Okay.
They're too far away to identify. Unless
Gotcha.
you want to wait until they're within identifying range.
No.
Okay.
I'll go back.
All right. And you guys fly back. There are people there trying to, let's see, who would be the highest rank there trying to hold these motherfuckers together? Marshal so-and-so, Marshal Tucker. Yeah. He's there just like trying to hold everybody's morale together. He gives a speech. He's riding back and forth across the front lines like Braveheart. Do you want your freedom? And they're like, no. And then the speech. He's like, well, fuck you. You're going to have freedom whether you want it or not. I'm Marshal Tucker. And
I want to go up there and have a speech too, actually.
And he endorses messages. And then suddenly, an eagle flies in. Ilaria hops down in front of everybody. And she says...
Okay. I know you're afraid because the Exarchs have left. But they go to get aid. I know Zodius has a plan. He has told me of it. We just need to hold here or retreat, whatever your commanding officer tells you. And then Okay. Anyway, that was silly. Just laughing at that. Anyways. We are bound by the circle. And whether we're in charge or retreat, we will be victorious should the circle not break. Help will come. That's basically it. And he probably rambles on of how, again, of who will come? Okay.
Okay, diplomacy check.
Who will come? Zodius goes to open the Dragon Gate.
Alright. Marshall Tucker's like, huh? What the hell are you talking about?
I just smile at him.
He'll go like, what the fuck's the Dragon Gate?
I just look at him like, yeah, it'll happen. Maybe not today, but it's gonna fucking happen.
Alright.
Trying to assist in morale. Then I rolled shit.
Marshall Tucker just made you look like a wimp.
Yep.
Marshall Tucker comes back. You give him a nice assist. And between the group of you, let's see. You guys, he rolled awesome and you rolled decent. Still very high. If that doesn't work, you can always fireball him.
Exactly. And after I do my speech, I get up and fly back over to my group.
Okay. And you actually prevent the lines from breaking. Good job. That was actually enough. Let me see. Yep. 20. Yeah, hold on. I don't think any of them leave on that one. Nope. They all stay. Okay. So the entire army holds their ground as the demonic horde marches closer. A lot of the officers are going back and forth, working out a strategy to fight these fucking creatures. In the distance, the head of the massive demonic behemoth is starting to be noticeable, but most people have yet to see it. That will bring about an all-new check when that fucker comes into view.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to give us a buffer.
Okay. Meanwhile, in Eclipsia, we have a lot of people here. We have Pooger, Sollyn, Kurtal, Rolun, Katrina, Ilaria. What are you fuckers doing? By the way, this is on the day of the 28th of Neth.
You got a message, right?
Nope.
The 28th?
Who did you send a message to?
Harpo.
Oh, you mean just... Yeah.
I said to him, it didn't even take a day to get there. It took like a quarter of a day.
Alright, what was it?
Athul said they moved their army.
No, what type of...
Oh, the magic creature one.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright. Works good.
Yeah. So he would know before this shit happened.
Harpo's, like, good job. Did you ask him a question?
Oh, I just said to him the letter. That's it.
Okay, alright. He didn't respond, actually, so you don't know what he's thinking. You did get a confirmation letter, though. You got a receipt saying it was delivered to somebody that looked somewhat like Harpo.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
What date did you say it was the 28th?
The 28th of Neth.
And the earthquake happens on the 29th, right?
It's the 29th of Neth.
Okay. Okay.
It's after the earthquake. Alright.
Okay, so we do feel it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happens. But, like, what are you guys doing at that moment?
It's early in the day?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Sollyn would probably be heading to help either teach classes or do work for Obrith.
Okay. Tuckleberry.
Yeah.
Early in the day on the 29th. What are you doing?
On the 29th.
In fact,
Eating.
decide what it is you're doing. Each of you have to take a piss.
If it's early.
You two, Kurtal, think about what you're doing. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Alright. So, Rolun is what?
It's early in the morning. He's asleep. You know that as well as I do.
Where at?
His.
Don't make me go to the bathroom again. I will.
No. In the ballroom probably. He's used to sleeping there because of his ritual.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Kurtal.
Hello.
Hey. what's Kurtal
Early
doing?
morning. Well, he only needs to sleep 2 hours a night, what with his ring, so he's probably researching the Norn, waiting for the other kids to get up so they can start working, helping him with the spell.
Huh. Okay. La da 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 da. Just remember, just because he doesn't have to sleep doesn't mean he doesn't have to rest. He can't really do anything during those hours.
That's why he's researching. It's just reading a book, pretty much.
Researching is activity, unless you're just passively reading a book that has no substance.
Well, could I be reading a book on the Norn?
You can be reading a fictitious story about the Norn and the Nun.
So what's the difference between just passively reading a book about the Norn and reading a book on fiction?
One's recreations and one is research.
Can't they be both?
Nope.
That's stupid.
You can, but you just can't memorize spells in the morning.
I only need 15 minutes to memorize my spells.
And 8 hours sleep. Or rest.
I need to check, actually, if the Ring of Sustenance subdues that or not, because it might. Then again, homebrew rules. Anywho, no, Kurtal would be just idling, doing something quiet so he doesn't alert anyone else. Then again, he's at the Cabal home, so he's not exactly in the middle of a group of people.
Alright, so he is in the Cabal home. Okay. Let's see. And Sollyn is working for Obrith that early?
I didn't know how early morning it would be.
Fairly early.
Okay, if it's fairly early, then he might just be getting ready, doing his morning routine, studying spells.
Okay.
If
Alright.
it's earlier enough, he'll be sleeping, but...
And he stays in the quarters?
Yeah. He's currently staying in the quarters... Actually, is Maligan allowed to stay in the quarters?
No.
Okay, then he'd be staying in the Cabal home.
Okay.
Because I believe I said he was having Maligan stay with him for a time instead of his sister.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright, Tapuki's at the Cabal home. Katrina's in the quarters. With Rolster the Poster. You guys are doing your thing. Relaxing in the morning. When, let's see. You guys have to do a perception check to notice the vibration. Somewhat mild.
Would Sollyn get a bonus to that due to his...
Absolutely. He gets a plus
Roland did a penalty
6.
to the fact he's asleep.
And Rolling gets a minus 20.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah.
Come on, fucking...
Don't worry, Poogie will miss nothing. Alright, Poogie! Poogie. Bata Poogie. Okay. Oh. Alright, good checks. Let's see. Kurtal 28, Sollyn 18. Sollyn, you suck.
He's busy. He's dealing with Maligan.
Alright. You're teaching Maligan how to brush his leg hairs. And so you
Remember
don't...
to whiff the grain.
You don't really notice... No, you do. Anybody 15 or higher notices it. So Rolun doesn't even know fucking the world exists.
He's asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Roland's got a -7 perception right now.
Everybody else will notice this steady vibration, kind of rumble. It's kind of like the whole Jurassic Park thing. It's about the intensity of it. It's not a lot. It's just enough to shake the water, make the candlelight flicker a little bit. But it does seem to be happening everywhere in your location simultaneously. And it does last for a good 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. Afterwards, you guys going about your day, unless you want to investigate the shaking. It's up to you. Or do you just go on about your day? You can pretty much tell me what you're going to be doing until something else happens.
Sol would comment upon it to his cabal, see if they noticed it. If so, he'd probably ask Oberith if she noticed when she got there.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's not every day an earthquake happens to the Lyceum.
Correct.
Sol would probably assume it was warded against the standard thing, so this is probably something pretty severe.
Katrina will wonder if it maybe the rewards or something made it less severe, if it oppressed it in some way.
I would assume so. Are we sure it's not just him?
Might have been gas. Actually, fortunately, Katrina and Rolun are in the quarters, so you guys can have a conversation.
Yeah.
But Aradia, we'll ponder that. We'll ponder all sorts of things. Navi will wonder, if it's an earthquake, and you can discuss it with her.
Navi flies.
Doesn't mean she didn't notice it.
I would assume it would.
And Kurtal.
I mean, the shit rattles on the wall.
Yeah.
I was actually going to. Who is up in? I would do ascending to Ilaria. Ask if she felt the earthquake wherever she is.
Alright, you're gonna cast
Well, because
ascending?
Kurtal has no idea what's going on with her. So
That's true.
yeah, ascending. Just felt an earthquake here at the Lyceum. Did you feel anything on your end? Worried might be drow activity.
And her response is, "A world wound is opened. Xabanyip comes." And that is her reply.
Kurtal is going to click his tongue. He's going to close his book and set it down. And
What?
You're in East Philia. You search around, you find Victor. He is walking along. You actually see him across one of the streets in front of the Dragon Emporium. Not far from Fort Spilia, heading towards Fort Spilia. As you pass through... you were in the house, so yeah. So he's heading towards Fort Spilia. You approach him, and you're like, "Yo, Victor, what's happening, man?"
paraphrase, but sure.
Mm-hmm. You also notice that he is accompanied by a candlelight. Name. He is accompanied by somebody named Allnut. Allnut is Allnut.
It's just Mr. Peanut.
Click, click, click. His cane hits the ground. There's actually a triple click because his boots are hard and click as well in the stone.
Tick-a-tick, tick-a-tick, tick-a-tick.
he will stop and look at you. Kurtal. Good. Come with me.
Knowing the things how they work in the Lyceum, I'm going to guess that you've heard from the front as well.
The front?
Where the guard are fighting off the drow.
Ah. No, I have not.
Well,
But I am
I'll tell you.
aware that there's things happening. What have you learned?
We'll walk and talk. If you have someone to take me, I'm going to wager it's important.
He starts walking.
I did a sending with Ilaria to check in on her after the small earthquake that we felt. I'm not sure if you noticed it or not. But I was seeing if there was something that came from over there, and we just felt the after effects. When I asked her what happened, she said that the Shadow Citadel has risen and that the Dark God Xabanyip has been raised to our plane. And that a hole to the abyss has been opened.
A hole. You mean to the abyss or hell? Does she know which?
She said the abyss.
You know that your planar knowledge isn't great. She's got a 9.
You also know that the drow have been working with demons in the past, so it's the safe assumption.
Yeah, exactly.
Either or. A hole to either of those locations is not good for the extended health of the material plane.
Yes, but the ramifications are entirely different. That explains everything.
Well, I'm glad you understand what's going on.
Well, it doesn't explain everything, but explains enough. And he starts walking towards the Lyceum. Meanwhile, everybody that was inside the quarters and got the message from Sollyn, da poof. Victor will ask you, Kurtal, where the rest of your cabal is.
I sent one of them to go fetch the others from the quarters, and I sent Eridia to speak with as many higher-ranked wizards as she could find to inform them of what we learned so we can start acting more quickly. We were going to meet up back at our home in the Spilias to start teleporting to our personal home up in Leriel. There are very valuable things up there that we need to get somewhere safe.
Well, at the moment, you're needed elsewhere. Go to the home and collect everyone there. Everyone who's a member of the Order. Bring them to the bluff at once. Immediately. And then he turns and keeps walking. Come on it.
Victor, I hope there's an explanation about what's going on with all this. And Kurtal's just going to sort of trot off to the Spilian home.
Okay. Meanwhile, Sollyn's in there, admiring the decor of the Rolun estate. Rolun is crawling slowly towards the edge of the bed.
He's getting the spells.
Alright. He's sitting on the edge of the bed, memorizing his spells.
Rolun, get off that bed fast.
Rolun, get your ass off that bed now.
Kurtal gave me express permission to lift you from the bed. And I believe
How about-
throw was the word he used.
Did she say how close it is to Leriel?
She did not specify, though. If it's anywhere near the location we believe the Shadow City to be, I'd say fairly. Especially close to yours and mine lands.
Okay. Trina will gather up her stuff. She'll sit there and look at her bookshelf and pull out 3 of the 16 books and put them in a satchel. Ready.
Alright. Rolun?
Homina.
Rolun, you gather up everything. Make sure that you have everything set, your spells for the day.
Yeah.
Sollyn, same for you. Everybody actually needs to make sure their spells are set. And you have all your items.
Yep.
Okay.
Quite sure I got them. I'm just gonna go double check. But yeah, carry on.
All right. Everybody heads out. And heads off to the Cabal home to meet up with Kurtal. Okay. As you guys are walking out, you blow out your lights, start heading down the stairs, and when you start heading down the stairs, you realize that there is somebody standing at the bottom of the stairs, still seemingly waiting for something or someone.
Swear to God, Akakios. Oh. Dietrich, hello. Pleasure.
He'll smile when he sees you guys. There you are. Sollyn. Yes, pleasure, that's it. I'm
Well,
sure.
under circumstances. You've heard, I assume,
Heard.
about the hole that's been torn open and the Dark God rising.
Something about that. Actually, yes, I was waiting for the lot of you. Are you up and dressed yet?
Yes, I just came to fetch Rolun and Katrina. I believe they're almost ready as it is. Right, guys?
We're fine.
Yes, we're all good to go. I believe we were headed to Leriel, unless... Doesn't seem that will be the case now.
No, actually, you've been summoned. I'm to lead you to the bluff.
Okay. I'm assuming this order comes from...
The Arch
We'll just
Sag
sort of... Okay. Well, they know of what we have in Leriel, so... Okay, let's go.
Okay. And he turns and starts walking. And along the way, he will ask if you felt the quaking earlier.
Yes, it emanated from somewhere. Something to do with what's going on in Leriel. Did you feel it, Katrina, Rolun?
I was asleep.
Yes, we felt it. Rolun did not.
So we heard.
Yeah. Okay. And everybody is brought to the bluff. As you guys are walking, you come to the second tier, and then you head out onto the bluff. You can only get there from the second tier. You realize that there is a group of people already out. In fact, it's quite populated out there.
Are we supposed to have a map right now?
I was about to ask.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yes. Okay.
And once you get too far into it, and then us people are like, yeah, we can't see anything.
That doesn't happen.
Never.
Rolling.
As we're walking, so Rolun,
Okay, I'm good.
how conceivably big could a circle of protection from evil be?
A circle?
Yeah, can we just put one aimed inwards around that area?
A circle, I think, could be fucking huge.
The spell of circle protection from evil.
No, I know what you're. No, I know what you mean. I'm fairly certain that can be as big as you want. But I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, next time I'll... My mistake, sorry. Next time I'll ask someone with expertise in conjuration and planes.
Well, fine then, you smarmy fuck. I'll look it up. I'll look up the damn spell.
Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't think we've ever met Goatman.
Dope, man. I can't.
Up
like,
north,
scroll- I
where
can't
the
scroll
hordes
up
of...
the damn. This is so
Also,
weird.
don't zoom in, because my computer is
Strategies
now
here.
dying.
Holy shit. That's a
Yeah, we're-
fucking goat man.
All the Exarchs are.
Yeah, I didn't know Sharjah went too.
Wait a second, his
Isn't it?
actual fucking name is Goatman.
Yes.
Well, better than Bald Man. Oh, fuck
you
you.
don't know it.
That's not who I think it is.
To you, he is a goat man.
Who the fuck's bald man?
Oh,
fuck
fuck
is
you,
that?
Uncle. I hate you so much right now. These better not who you think they are.
Who do you
Who
think
the
they are?
fuck-
I have to get a better look at their images, actually, before I do judgment.
At
Bald
least they're
man.
not mysterious, unnamed hooded figure 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Those guys are always there. What are you talking about?
Not the guy to the south, is he? Between Rolun and Franza?
But I love Luis
That's
token over the
Ajax,
border. Just being smarmy.
isn't it?
Oh,
Is that
okay.
Ajax?
Ajax. Is that the same picture as he has in his?
Who's Grundy? I don't remember Grundy. Do you guys remember
No, it's not
Grundy?
Ajax, is it?
I don't
Born
think
on Monday.
What the fuck is that?
You see, YouTube, we're still surprised every single time we do this.
Yeah.
You guys see this? Holy shit.
Yeah, she's been around.
Yeah,
Shot ya.
it's my
Okay.
boss.
So, you guys kind of come together
Yeah.
toward the bluff around the same time. You guys see Dietrich. Those that didn't see him before. Oh yeah, I guess I should bring Navi out because she's important.
She tries.
Okay. And, okay. And, Dietrich will give you guys a nod. Qatar, look, it's Dietrich. Hey, Dietrich! Dietrich nods. Keeps moving. That away.
I'm going to wager we follow him.
No, he's not. It's just the wrong token.
Uncle didn't feel like changing it into a square. He was tired of polygons.
Yeah. Fuck them. That's the new player that's coming in. Never. Okay. You guys walk up there and you get introduced to a lawn. Oh, good. You brought everybody, Dietrich. Oh, you brought Sollyn.
We really need to stop meeting after world-ending instances, Wallon.
Yes. Well, this is very important. Come. Hurry up. Everyone come forward. Here, take this. And he starts handing you little bottles of liquid mana. Each one's a dram.
Ooh.
Oh boy, this is gonna be some sort of big juju magic.
All right.
Where should we stand?
You can stand over here next to me, Sollyn.
Yes,
Is that Sollyn or all of us?
Sollyn.
Was to keep an eye on him.
At least they're not segregating me over there for the rest of the fucking trial. And Ajax.
Let's see. I guess I'll open these up for everybody now so you can see their picture all big like. Goatman.
Shit, Goatman's Goatman indeed. Look at those fucking horns.
Jesus Christ, looks like he probably put a wreath on those.
Yeah, how's he not trip over those?
Bald man.
Is he the Bitsian? I think he,
Baldman's
the
ancient.
Bitsians have go now.
I
Yeah.
think he's someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're not still not gonna tell the party anything?
Okay.
Not until I'm certain.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
Good work,
It's my boss.
Dietrich. Yes, over here you see a woman. You know what? She may not actually be opened up to him, so let me actually check, make sure she's opened up to everybody.
Probably isn't. I think she's
I-
only opened up to me, I think.
I don't know.
Louis
Yeah, I don't
is
know.
open to everybody. Yeah, Shadia is not.
Louis doesn't have standards.
Okay.
That I'm
I want-
To the left, you see an angel standing there with resplendent, beautiful, snowy white wings and glistening plate armor.
Is it a natural angel?
You'd have to do
Let me do plain shit.
a plains check.
I like doing plain shits. It's the only thing I'm good at.
That's all I know.
Whew.
If it's not, then she sure as shit looks close to one.
If she's not, then she'd like permanent seed fucking fly on herself like an asshole.
No, she permanent seed, whatever it's called. There's an actual spell that makes you look like an angel.
Angelic aspect.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Well, gee fucking golly.
Once again, like an asshole.
Okay, Rolun.
I'll
You
probably get a permanent seed on
nailed,
myself.
motherfucker. You
I
nailed
always do.
your check. It's amazing. It gives you all the information you could possibly want.
I have no idea what she is, do I?
Nope.
Do I know what she's not?
Human.
Devil.
Yeah.
Human.
Could be a human, actually. I mean, like you said, it could just be permanent seed.
You know for a fact that you're 99.9% certain that she is at least partially extraplanar in origin or ancestry. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll let you do your thing.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Well, on. Thanks, Dietrich, for bringing everybody, and asks if they think that's everybody, and they're like, "Yep, nobody else is here in the Lyceum. It's empty."
Spooky.
Yeah. And they're saying they're still waiting on a few people. They're like, who? One's like, well, people Uncle Bounce has not brought out yet. Like, very important people, like Arundel and Moderick.
Today on Uncle Hates Doing Tokens.
There we go. But Moderick and Arundel finally show up as you guys stand there waiting. You're watching people set up. Obviously, people in the center are setting up for some sort of ritual. Some people are drawing lines on the ground with chalk. They're setting up candles on this huge platform. And the three Archsagi are all together. And this man is, Goat Man is up here speaking to them. The bald man is walking around speaking to the people back here. The usual guards, the gatekeepers, are there. Okay. And you pretty much are stuck there waiting. And you wait. Would any of you like to go up and speak to anybody?
Sollyn might try Willan, since he's apparently been told to stand there and not move.
Okay.
What ritual are they preparing?
You asked Willan this? Okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure exactly, but I have an idea. I believe it's a ritual likely to move our army.
From where to where?
Well, either onto or away from the field of battle.
Of the two, which do you think it is? I believe much of our army's up there at the moment. Well, at least much of that's in this plane to begin with.
I believe we're going to be moving our army onto the field of battle.
Sollyn will nod.
He pushes his spectacles up on his big-ass Jew nose. Okay.
Sorry, you mispronounced dwarf there.
Yeah, sorry. That's D and W has a J sound.
Yeah, you know.
And A and R has an E sound.
Are you revealing the handouts to people that we don't know their actual names yet? Because you forgot Angel Man if you are.
Angel Man is Angel Man.
Okay.
Can we do a...
I have an idea what he's for.
I don't have Elmira revealed to me, if she counts at all.
I'm not opening up all of them. Fuck it.
I mean, you haven't
we do
talked to
an
her,
arc-
so...
Can we do an Arcana
We haven't talked
check
to
sort
Goat
of
Man
gain
either.
sort of
We don't
insight?
even know his name.
What was the question, Kyle?
Arcana check to get any insight on the ritual?
You can do an Arcana check. You'll have to actually walk up somewhat closer. You don't have to get real close, but probably within 30, 40 feet. 30 feet.
Of the edge, or?
Yeah, the edge.
So we'll go up and begin just peering.
Where are you going, Acolyte?
I'm just observing the ritual, sir.
The 3 Archsagi will turn and look at you. Perception check, Sollyn, and then a Knowledge Arcana check. See
Perception
if you're
to avoid the fireball.
See if you're surprised when you get polymorphed into a dildo. You are.
Yeah.
Then Arcana.
Okay. You do not know what this ritual is. It's not something that you've recognized before or seen before. You do recognize some elements, though. Some sort of conjurative teleportation magic is absolutely an element.
So we'll back the fuck up.
Okay. You guys wait. Anybody else want to speak to anybody? So last chance. Sollyn had his. Kurtal?
Kurtal's gonna ask Dietrich if he knows, do you know who all is involved here? I see the Archsagi here, I see... Yeah, what about them?
Dietrich will look to see at whom you are pointing.
Bald man and angel man. And I've never seen anyone of that species, for lack of a better word. And you look at the goat man, just...
Kurtal is right. It reminds me of some species we meet from Strothia.
Looks like someone I would have met on First World. By the way, not a fun place to be.
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you much about them, but I do know their names. I know that... By the way, did you guys actually call them Goat Man?
No.
No.
Kurtal just pointed at him, was like, it's pretty obvious that doesn't recognize what the hell Goat Man is. He could call him a Goat Man, but that's probably not accurate.
And racist.
And I'm not really... Yeah? Were you saying something, Tucker?
Huh? No, it's not important. Never is.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be able to tell you about them, but I do know their names. It's, the bald fellow in the back. His name's, Ferris.
Ferris, huh? Small mercies, I suppose.
The one with the wings in the back, that's Zaphod. And the one with the horns up close here, his name is Taro.
Can I do like a knowledge Eclipsia check to see if I recognize the names at all?
Sure.
Probably don't, but, you know. If you can make a check and not take a too big a penalty for it.
And that is a 16. Fortunately, you do not recognize any of them with your knowledge local. None of them seem overly popular in the Eclipsian culture. Any other checks you want to make?
I'd say perception, but I'm not sure what I could gather other than what I can see already.
There are also some crumbs in Dietrich's beard.
He's probably been in a bit of a rush.
Alright, Rolun. I take it you're just speaking with Dietrich?
Yeah, the only thing he's going to ask is, He'd asked whenever he mentioned Zephon. Is he an angel?
Who? Zephod? I do not believe so. It's because of the wings. I don't think so. I've not heard that he is an angel.
Well, forgive me for this, but she's not an angel, so I can tell the difference.
Actually, no. But I believe she is related to one.
Imagine.
Okay.
He's groggy. He's still a little bit bitchy.
And, alright, so everybody got the chance to talk to somebody. You asked some very important questions. It's amazing.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. I love it. Okay. And it isn't too much later. You guys are staying there for only about 30 minutes. It seems longer than that. And everybody who's in the back here, which... Oh, fuck. Sollyn came back. Damn it, Sollyn, weren't you up there fucking being nosy, bitch?
He was up there looking, but then he backed off because they're like, "What are you doing up here, Acolyte?" And he couldn't figure it out, so...
Alright. Everybody in the back can do a perception check. To notice one last thing before you die.
It's not me. Fuck all of you.
Well, it's not you
It
until
was
the
me.
fucking culling hits you.
It was me all along, Austin.
It's true.
If you die in the air this time, Ilaria, you're not coming back. We're not coming
Yeah,
back.
no.
And your roll is equal to my base perception.
Me?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, that's just cool to me.
Your roll's equal to my... Oh. No, your total roll is equal to my base points check.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, alright. So you guys are doing good. You guys are recognizing everything. You guys are fucking just the bomb.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Alright, so Rolun.
I've always been to Islamic chicks.
Kurtal. Let's see. Sollyn.
All three of us.
Yeah, everybody. You guys notice somebody creeping up behind you. You notice it while they're still, 20 feet away. They don't get the drop on you.
Stay away from my feet, you fucker.
Do we recognize who it is?
Sollyn
What is it?
screams as Zodius Vane walks up.
Oh! Hey!
Stay away from my feet, you fucker.
And Sollyn shouts, "Get away from my feet, fucker!"
No, he doesn't.
Hey, what's up, Saruman? How you doing?
If it was the bed bug, you would have, though, right?
Are we gonna do... Are we gonna...
Probably not.
We did. Holy shit.
Okay. As you guys see this person approaching, you might be slightly taken aback because Zodius Vane does not look like he normally does. First off, he is striding briskly and without
With purpose.
any weakness. Yes, with purpose.
You know what?
Fuck age.
You know what what pisses Rolling off something fierce, Uncle?
What's that?
This fucker is infinitely older than him, and yet he still moves faster than Roland does. That pisses him off so much. So
Yes.
I'm assuming everyone just like stepped aside then.
I've watched the Rise and Fall of Nations. I can still beat you in a foot race.
Bullshit.
Yes. Okay. This is what you guys see walking up on your ass. Coming from behind. Give me a 1 die 2, Fake Keeper. I need to check something first.
It's good, whatever it is.
Alright, damn it. Damn it all.
I think
Gotta
this
get
is just
two
so Uncle had
pictures.
to be... Yeah, I was gonna say, this is to choose the art that we get to see.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
exactly.
fuckers. You don't know what you're talking about.
He
You
has
don't,
so
actually.
much.
I never do know what I'm talking about, but I guess, I mean, I can't guess.
Anyway, alright. So this is the fellow you see striding up behind you. It takes you a second to recognize it is Zodius Vane, but you are certain after a fraction of a second that it is Zodius Vane. Those of you, especially those of you who have seen him before. Who has not seen him before? Sollyn?
We all have.
Seen what? Zodius Vane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In person.
Someone's
all
seen him
have.
before. Someone's met him
Yeah.
in person before.
The
Has
entire
he?
cabal met him after
Yeah.
Falcon's Hollow. After we brought back
Yeah, when we
Lucidia.
brought back his daughter's body.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, the entire cabal met him then.
Okay.
And then we met him again after Ilaria died, and we're like, hey, can that not be a thing?
Okay. And there you go.
Ooh, art. He cut his beard.
And his eyes are glowing.
Yes, they are.
What's a fucking... I'm trying to think of a joke. Gwyn. Gwyn. There. That works.
You have met
The
this.
That's not a joke.
Okay.
At this point, I would believe it.
And he walks right up amid you. Stops and looks at Dietrich. Glances around everyone on both sides. And then gives
Someone
Dietrich
towering.
a nod. Come, let us begin. The rest of you. He will look right and then left, obviously addressing the group. Dietrich will assist you in getting in position. You will be assisting us with a ritual. It is important. He stops and turns around then so you can see everyone at once. It is important that you do not in any way cause this ritual to falter or to be interrupted. And then he turns and keeps walking. Goes up and starts speaking to everybody else. Alright. Dietrich's like, alright. Get your asses in position, bitches. And you guys get in position. Okay. Essentially, Dietrich lets you know that you guys are going to be handlers. Assisting them with this ritual.
Does this count in participating in a ritual for the matter of advancing our rank?
Do you want to ask them, Zodius Vane, to sign off on that?
Maybe when we're done.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Might want to wait, yeah.
To be fair,
That was not a good time.
anyone you go to requisition or ranking up would be here, so they would know. Remember when you, me, and Zodius did the biggest bit of magic in the past 50 years?
I just imagine Kurtal raises his hand, just blurts out, "Is this extra credit?"
Oh, God.
What do we do with their familiar? Okay,
Furriers, stay the fuck out.
fried sugarcane.
Okay. As handlers, you're the only ones that are attuned to the circle and can enter and exit the circle. The circle, the ritual is cast. Takes 20 minutes. When it is cast, the circle occupies a space of roughly 90 feet. So it's going to be pretty much everything out here. Easily encompasses pretty much everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's 30 minutes to open it.
Yeah, it's still
okay.
opening.
Okay. And the ritual continues. Zodius Vane succeeds on his checks.
Yeah.
What's his bonus? Bigger than you.
How old is Sollyn? Bigger than that.
It's like 150 something now.
It is your your guys' job. There we go. Dietrich, I'll let you know, is your guys' job to stand up here with Zodius. You get to stand in the center with Zodius.
Oh no.
with your liquid mana, and it's your job. Yes. When he gives you the cue to throw the bottle against the pillars. Each of you must at least hit one pillar. If you fail, the ritual fails.
Is this a ranged?
This is a ranged attack against a DC of 5.
Oh,
Rolun should move to the corner so he's closer.
it's too late for that, Charlie.
We get to watch Katrina try and hit a pillar.
We get to watch Roll try and hit a pillar.
Okay.
I swear to God, if any of you fuck this up,
I think Roll
Katrina.
and Poopy should switch places.
Katrina cast True Strike on herself.
Oh, she prepared that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Alright, so when it comes to that point in the ritual, everybody please do a ranged attack and tell me which pillar you're throwing. More than one can hit a pillar, but at least each pillar must be hit by at least one.
Am I equidistant from the bottom and top one?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Okay, then top right.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. Well, you can move, but standing where you're at, you actually got a range penalty of -2.
You can move those.
Okay.
Hey, Pooty, how you doing?
Alright, so Sollyn's up there. Where's Kurtal?
Sollyn's got this.
Dietrich's got this corner. Katrina's got this corner.
No, you do, mister. I don't have 10 debts.
Okay, I'm gonna go and do this with Katrina because I'm fairly certain Dietrich can handle it on his own.
Alright, Eredia's going to back up Sollyn. If Dietrich fails, well...
It's his fault. It's not our fault.
Yeah, you
It's
guys
not our fault.
yeah, let's see.
Nice
Dietrich-
positioning, guys.
Yeah, you got Dietrich take the fall. Okay.
I mean, whoever goes, we can just let him go first since he's alone. So
Alright,
if
the
someone else
caster
has to-
level of this ritual is now 99.
At least.
Boing.
I love it.
I thought you could only get up to 30 levels.
That's the caster level of the ritual.
Yeah, caster
yeah,
level
'cause
can go beyond.
Uh-huh.
Rituals can break
Alright.
limits.
So go ahead, everybody. Please make a ranged attack. Zodius gives you the signal. His eyes flash red, and he gives you the signal by saying, "Don't fucking miss." Okay.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So Katrina hits with a 35.
Yeah. I did pretty good.
I don't think I've ever done anything with Dietrich. I don't think I made his character sheet. So Dietrich.
I mean, even at his level, if he's got base dex, he has a +4 to hit.
He's a badass. There we go. I don't know what he's got. He doesn't miss.
He's got his bonus is almost as good as Sollyn's.
The
Right.
big question is, does Pooty hit?
Poogie, shit. You want to know what Poogie does?
Erediya.
Shazam! I don't fucking miss shit, bitch. She blinds
That is
the
a
pillar.
ranged touch attack.
She blinds the pillar, and then so they don't see it coming.
Oh,
Poogie crits the pillar.
she blinds Zodi's fucking vein.
She destroys the
She
pillar and the
throws that
ritual's
shit
ruined.
70 feet into the air till it hits the tip, and then it just runs down the sides slowly. Okay,
Poogie knows how to work the tip.
that's right.
Please.
It needs to be
That's
said.
Keep
Yes.
going.
Did
All right, you guys are working your magic. You hit it. Well, actually, they're working their magic. You guys are just throwing shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hey,
the magic of throwing shit at other shit. It's a
you
good thing we're
throw
wizards.
shit onto the pillars. The pillars ignite with energy. Kadoosh! Just imagine that on all four.
Because I'm not gonna bother.
And then they fade away, back to their normal selves. Okay. But you then are, Dietrich turns around and is like, okay, we can step off now. As Zodius is chanting with a hum.
How's he chanting and humming at the same time?
Just
Because
very.
he's Zodi's Fane.
Okay.
Aklo.
He's got an extra mouth under his beard.
I mean, Aklo. I mean, that's basasically what Aklo is.
On
It's
top of
like-
another
Speaking
fist.
Yeah.
Speaking 3 fucking languages at once.
Okay. In other words, it's speaking out your ass.
Yep.
Okay. And then essentially a large gate appears that is approximately 20 by 20. Zodi's Fane actually moves out of the way, and within 30 minutes, be after that, so an hour total, this is open. And it becomes clear that these guys are holding this ritual. And that is when you guys start to notice the army of Eclipsia arrive to start walking through the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they come in 2 by 2, singing out as they go through.
We're wizards and we're gonna kill you?
Those aren't wizards, pal.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
these
see
are
them.
you.
They weren't there yet when I said it.
They're
And
not going to be here for a while.
Everyone gets the fuck out of the way.
yes, the ground shakes as these bad motherfuckers walk in.
Oh, these things. Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even see them. I thought they were going to come out of here.
Yes, these are the Praetorians of Eclipsia. They are the Citadel Golems. And they march up to here, where Zodius Fane holds up his hand and says, "You shall pass." And they do. They step into it, and then they disappear. Whatoof. Step into it, disappear. Whatoof. Step into it, disappear. Whatoof. So on and so
Oh
forth.
boy, I hope we get one for each.
Okay. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world,
Oh, fuck,
Send
oh,
these
fuck, oh, fuck,
giant
oh, fuck, oh,
fucking statues up out of nowhere. Oh, shit, we're dead.
um, so, can I do a real quick check, Uncle, on these demon-looking things?
which ones?
Just all of them in general. I'm going to do a planes check to see which one would be, like, either what element would be best to protect myself against.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know shit.
Okay. She's just going to do fire then.
You figure fire and acid's probably good, except for against all the things from the plane of shadow, probably would be cold.
Yeah, exactly. That's my the issue
Or
here.
negative energy.
Yeah, I can't do negative energy, unfortunately.
Then you got the beholders, which pretty much are every energy. So,
Yeah, well, she already has some fire, so she'll do... How many shadow things are there on here? Let me scroll in. Okay, there's a good number. And the shadow things usually fly. So, yes, cold. Okay.
an hour into that, an hour later, by the time that ritual is almost completed, you guys are actually have moved up to meet them, and shit is not going good. Let's just put it that way. First off, there's a giant monster. God is back there, and he is pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a dozen dragons on the horizon are now visible. You guys have engaged. Your well-laid strategy fucking sucks. Because you get to experience something you never thought you'd experience before. You guys, the ones actually doing well are the Sky Guard. They're the only ones actually helping. You guys started laying down, suppressing fire, and then the Beholders didn't chase you. So that's good. So you're going to be fine until the dragons arrive, and then you're going to die.
Probably, yeah.
Everybody else is not doing so good. The result of the fight so far. Okay.
Yeah.
There are wizards and stuff in there too. The problem that occurred is threw everybody for a loop. Is the Beholders flew in and became the front line of the initial charge. And they hovered above the ground and started laying suppressing fire on the Eclipsian God. And by suppressing fire, I mean they shut their 10 eyes and open their big one. And a large 120-foot cone in front of them, it suddenly becomes an anti-magic field. And then the giants come in and slaughter everybody. The drow shoot their poisonous arrows, and the wizard army can't do shit against a 120-foot cone times 9 of anti-magic. It's a slaughter. It's horrible. You guys do manage to destroy quite a bit.
Yeah, just you have an idea of my tactics since this is the way we're set up.
Okay.
I'm putting my I have that spell that like makes people go to the center. I did that in like this general area.
Okay.
So if they, like this side over here, basically I'm trying to keep stuff from coming up. I did one there and probably one like back here behind these guys, so it would get some of these two people too, and then just confusion in various places and the general stuff. Basically, I'm trying to cut out the back line so they can't get reinforcements, but I'm purposely staying away from the boulders because I know there's fuck all I can do against them by myself.
Right.
Especially being an enchanter, like SR is a bitch.
Exactly. All right. That's essentially the state of everything.
I do have
What were you doing? What were you saying?
I'm just saying, I'm reminding that I had all my stuff anointed with oil, so I get a few bonuses and stuff, but it's not a big deal.
Okay. One thing that's helping is, other than the Skyguard is very helpful because it allows them to do a lot of damage with mundane means. More importantly, it also allows you to do magic. It is up to the Skyguard to cast magic because they're actually behind the Beholder line and cone. So they can bypass that, where all of the wizards are casting into the areas that are anti-magic fields, and it does nothing. So they pretty much just neutralizes all the wizards. The other thing that assists, that helps tremendously, is a spell that was sold to the Eclipsian Guard that fucks up armies. And it spreads like a little magical disease. And the name of it is what?
Siren's Call.
Siren's Call?
Yeah, I didn't do the ritual. I never had a chance. Didn't have time.
Didn't you sell that, though?
I sold Siren's Call, yeah. Siren's Call is the one where within 40 feet, if they pass through it, end their turn it, or they start the turn it, or, excuse me, if they come into it, or they end their turn in it, they must take a will save or just walk towards the center and be enamored by whatever they think is there.
Okay. That is actually helping hold off a lot of the back lines. Some of it. It's quite effective. And again, the only reason it's effective is because it's behind the Beholder line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When the Beholders start getting too many arrows in their eyes, they will fall back, and that is when the Illithid step forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start laying down a different type of cone fire. And at the same exact time, all of the demons teleport in right in the middle of every army, all different directions, and just start slaughtering. It really is just a slaughter. When the demons teleport in after the Beholders lay off, it is very difficult for any type of formation or anything but pure chaos to reign. Because they can come from any angle. Okay. And then Giant God Dude, he's back there. He's taking his sweet ass time. He stopped to stomp on a few villages. And and then a portal appears back here. Poof! They're not quite as big.
Just said, wait.
I was about to say, are they actually that big?
Okay.
Okay.
And then... No. No, no, no. And then... Let's just get these bad motherfuckers coming through. And then the you motherfucker. Copy. And then the Lyceum sends in their anti-magic counter force. You said no magic? Fine. We won't bring magic.
Anti-magic.
Yes. Who come in to reinforce. The clusterfuck heightens greatly. The beholders just skedaddle. They're like, fuck this shit, send in the giants. The giants get in there and they're like, fuck this shit, send in the god. And then, let me see, token, god. Sure, that'll work. Don't even know why I came up with that, but that is some freaky shit right there.
What the fuck is that?
That's God, apparently.
Yep. Look at him. Looks like a wheelbarrow stuffed with a bunch of grass and sacks of potatoes.
Yeah.
That is also a house.
Is that the little old lady who lives in a shoe?
I think it's a goblin home. I don't know why I came up with God, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it is a goblin home.
But just to give you, that is his actual size compared to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So there's a slight difference.
Slight.
So all the golems come in there and start fighting the army. He's back here. He just stomped on a town. He picked it up, made it. That's all the sticks sticking out of his mouth. That was once Happyville.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Sadville.
Yep.
From the makers of Sadville. Anyway. Meanwhile, East Bluff. Eclipsian Bluff. Sorry. You guys finish sending through the golems. And then Zodius Vane just fucking does a cartwheel right back up into the center of that motherfucker.
Alright, bitches. It's time to kick some ass.
And people start going through it. The generals, all three go in. And a couple others go in. It doesn't really matter at this point. The Archsagi stay, and roughly 2/3 stay. The generals go, and maybe a couple others. That's about it. Abrith, and they'll go. They go. There, it's good enough. All right. And the ritual continues. This time it changes. Anybody that wants to be involved in the ritual here can do a Arcana check to recognize what the fuck is happening with this part of the ritual. You get to do it with advantage because you got time. Rolun, thank God.
Right.
We are
This
rolling such
is
ass.
to see if it's actual bad.
You don't have to.
You
It's with
have advantage, dude. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Okay. Well, then this is be the second time then. Second
You
roll.
literally cannot do worse.
Son of a bitch.
39.
So, you didn't want to take that 27, did you, Rolun? No.
I thought I could do better.
Someone
I
got
was-
28.
I was wrong.
Okay. Rolun, you get a +2 for being a conjuration specialist.
Don't think it helps, my
Or
dude.
+1, and it really didn't help. Anybody that has a conjuration prohibition has a -2. This is opening another gate. By the way, the last gate shuts. Actually, sorry, the last gate is not shut. It is actually just opening. It's overlapping it. Those of you who don't have any type of experience with portals would have an even more difficult time. But those of you who do and rolled 25 or higher on your Arcana check could deduce that this is forming some form of bridge between two gates. Essentially, it's taking this gate, and connecting it to somewhere else. Yep, 2 portals. This is a triumph. All right. And as they're working, Zodia's Vein and everybody does their casting, and you guys notice that the pillars light up again, just momentarily. It's like a flash, just for a flash. And then they close, as if they kind of just, for a second or two, and go dull again. And when it does, the gate actually grows wider, almost overlapping by about 5 feet each edge of this thing. This platform. In the center. Okay? Alright. And it's at this point when the fella